Hello, my name is Hilda St. Clair, and I would like to talk to you tonight about why books are important and how they can change your life. Other than the Bible, there are other types of books, of literature that can have a positive impact on your life. I've always enjoyed reading. Books have been a way for me to expand my knowledge, imagination. They have stood in as mentors when I needed them for direction and for guidance. Books and stories were also a form of entertainment. Back in the day, growing up, we did not have the internet or the TV as yet. And what we did have was the radio, newspapers, and books and magazines. Books are of less interest today because of technology, modern technology, and other forms of communication. According to Tom Peters, the future of reading is very much in doubt. In this century, reading could soar to new heights or crash and burn. Some educators and librarians fear that sustained reading for learning, for work, for pleasure are slowly fading away, slowly dying, and is not as widespread as it was back in the day as a social practice. Many bookstores are closing because there are less readers of books. The internet has also given people another way to get information through websites and articles. So books are on the internet. Books looks like they're being forgotten, but not so. Today I want to share some important reasons why books are still valuable and how they have changed my life. Oprah Winfrey and others like her have reignited the love for the reading of books by having book clubs. There are a lot around, and I hope to do the same here today. The Bible is the most important book to me above all others. And I would also like to tell you about other types of literature that I love that has impacted my life in positive ways, big ways. At the end of my speech, I will ask a few of you to share a book other than the Bible that has made a difference in your life. I want to begin by talking about inspirational books. I have a huge library at home. It's more like a stack of books all over the house. One day I hope to catalog the books and put them in one place and everything. And if you were to visit my home, you would see that I love books. And inspirational books are a great way to be motivated through stories that others tell about overcoming hardship in life today. One of the books I'm reading right now is called Exceptional You by Victoria Osteen. I love the subtitle that she has. What she was writing about is 7 ways to live encouraged, empowered, and intentional. The part that has impacted me most are the daily declarations that she has throughout the book of exceptional thoughts. And here is just 2 of them and everything that I hope will encourage you as much as they encourage me. I'm a chosen child of God, handpicked by Him, and created in His image. He loves me, He values me, and has a great purpose for my life. I will not let my mistakes, my failures, or other people talk me out of who I am and whose I am.
That's right.
Another one stated that I am anointed and I have the call of God upon my life to do great and marvelous things. It doesn't matter whether anyone else recognizes that calling or my gifts, talents, and abilities. I will stand tall, knowing that God being for me is all that I need. Praise God. I have been so touched by these affirmations, and this is what decree and declare over myself daily, that I share them with other friends, hoping to inspire them as well. One of my favorite types of literature is Christian fiction. When I first discovered it in the bookstore, I was in the bookstore for hours. going to bookstore that had Christian literature and everything. It was so much in there and so much that I wanted. I was in there for hours. Christian fiction has become a great part, and a great way for me to enhance my spiritual life also. Christian fiction illustrates spiritual truths by using fictional characters and situations. And this particular category of literature can be controversial because of the word fiction, which means imaginary. In my experience, the books help me to imagine how various Bible stories would have played out in today. Due to my Bible knowledge that I'm steadily learning, I'm able to discern what is truth and what is fiction in my reading. Author Jenny L. Cope described her books in this way. They are fact, fiction, fantasy, allegory, and truth. In her book, The Roman, the 12, and the King, she recommends reading Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, and the biography of George Frederick Handel for the entire story that's in this novel. The last form of reading that has given me inspiration are the autobiographies of great people, present day, in the past, and historical people. Even though this type of literature may seem like a departure from Christian literature and everything, and from the Christian faith, it still has significance because a lot can be learned from others. But looking at the lives, us reading about and looking at the lives of others. Autobiographies can be very encouraging. There's nothing better than hearing someone else's story being told by them in their own words. Mm-hmm. I like to read about the contributions these people have made and how they overcame difficulties to accomplish them being where they are, to accomplish the goals in their lives. I have read the story of Dollar General CEO Cal Turner Jr. and the story of John H. Johnson, who founded Ebony and Jet magazines. Both were very inspiring and so encouraging, and inspiring accounts of going from rags to riches. Another great autobiography is that is near and dear to my heart is Dreams from My Father by former President Barack Obama. My generation endured a lot of segregation and discrimination at its highest levels, but to see an African American president elected and to read his story was truly a blessing in my life. And as you can see, books can be very great mentors and teachers. They help me to continue to be a lifelong learner. In conclusion, I would like to encourage you to consider reading all types of books, different types of books that encourage and motivate you and help you to live your best life and help you to learn from others. Does anyone want to share at this time a book that has made a positive impact on your life?
So there was a book that I called The Last Book in the Universe, and it kind of goes along with what you're talking about, where books became obsolete, and they used different forms of like probing is what they called it, and they would probe images into your brain with needles. And so the gist of the story is that that this was the last book in the universe, and it was interesting to me because of where our world might be going. If that makes sense.
Thank you. Anyone else?
I'll go. The book that I held dear all these years and was meaningful to me was a book called Color Me Dark. My mother got it for me when I was in grade school, like 2nd or 3rd grade. I had learned early on that the color you are judged by the color of your skin, whether it be from the older generation or those that are up and coming like me. It taught me to appreciate the skin that I have, the color of it, no matter what, and that so what is like what people think don't matter. It's what you think matters.
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
Yes.
I do got a book.
Mhm.
It's called Killing Kryptonite by John Bevere. It's one of my favorite books because it talks about stuff, you know, that like kryptonite as far as Superman. It steals your strength. And it shows in the book by using the word and how he uses the word directly to capture that, because through Jesus we have all strength. Through him we can do all things. And so in the book itself it shows you ways of dealing with your kryptonite and dealing and getting rid of your kryptonite and becoming full strength. So
Wow,
it's a really good book.
that's wonderful. Thank you. Thank you all so very much for your time and for your participation in this evening. God bless each and every one.